Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the John Peckman podcast coming to you from Connecticut Valley School of Music and Dance in beautiful downtown Portland, Connecticut. I am your host, John Peckman. We are here with Sara Slocum, the one and only. There she is.
Hey.
Hey. So if you come here to Connecticut Valley School of Music and Dance, which you should, or you call here, which you also should or do, Sara is, I guess, front of house.
Yes.
Did you say? Okay.
The girl at the desk.
The girl at the desk. That's her. The girl at the desk. Sara Slocum. She takes care of business around here, straightens everybody out, and that's the way that goes. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Portland, a mile and a half down the road.
Oh, beautiful.
Yep. If you want to get technical, I was born in Stamford, but I grew up in Portland, graduated Portland, went off to college. I have a degree in flute performance. I started teaching here right after high school, actually, kind of off and on since the early 2000s.
So you knew Dave?
I did. And Rana was actually my preschool teacher.
Oh, wow.
Too. Yeah. So I've known them a long time.
Wow. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. And I got my first flute here in
nice.
1995.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Yeah. So why flute?
I actually don't know. I originally wanted to play the violin because that's what my mom played.
Sure. And
they don't teach that in Portland because it's a small town. They don't teach it in band, I should say, in public schools.
Right.
Because it's too small. So my mom was on the phone with the band teacher, and they were just kind of like rattling off instruments to me. And they got to the flute, and I was like, sure, fine.
Sure, why not?
If I can't play violin, whatever.
Figured it's easy, it's short.
Yeah.
How hard?
No reeds, no valve oil.
Do you find that to be true? Did you ever try to play anything else?
I actually, in high school, I played the bassoon.
Oh.
And
so you can't play reed?
Yes.
Double reed, right?
Double reed, yeah. Yep.
Is that harder? I don't know.
I don't know either. I've never played like clarinet or saxophone.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a very heavy, awkward instrument to hold and play. But.
And are they related in any way? Do flute players double on that, or
no?
Yeah.
So in high school, I was taking private lessons. I just wasn't feeling challenged enough in band class, and our teacher just bought a bassoon. I don't really remember why, and so I was like, you know what? I want to play the bassoon. It's different. It's bass clef. It's a reed instrument. So
cool. Do you still play it?
Once in a while. I have one.
Wow.
Yeah, I got it from the high school. They said if you pay for the repairs, it's yours.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a really cool instrument. It's very a rare instrument.
Yeah. I wonder if are there any concertos for bassoon? That's a good question.
Probably, because there's like, I don't know. I think there's like tuba concertos and stuff. So
sure. Wow. Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Yeah.
But then flute.
Flute only. That's my main instrument. Yeah. In college, or I went to, grad school. I didn't finish, but I was majoring in, or getting a degree in music therapy.
Okay.
And I needed to know guitar and piano. So I have very basic, limited skills of those two instruments, but flute is my one and only.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So are you in any situations?
I was until a year ago.
Oh, right. Yeah, we all were.
Yeah.
We all were something.
So I was in the Colchester Civic Orchestra.
Oh.
I was part of the Charter Oak Flutes based out of Rocky Hill, which is a 10-piece flute choir.
Wow.
Piccolo flute, alto flute, and bass flute.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Very cool instruments if you ever have the chance to look them up, alto and bass flute.
Wow.
Let's see. And then I play with a friend. We have this little thing we call Windwoods.
Okay.
Which is flute and then she kind of plays ukulele, piano, guitar. We like arrange pop songs.
Yeah, right.
For various instruments.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like a wedding gig or something.
Yeah, we play like cafes and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Who is it? I mean, I don't know if it's the same as rock and roll, but like, do you have like a flute hero? Is it like that?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
I never really had a flute hero growing up. I mean, there's like the greats, like James Galway, Jean-Pierre Rampal, all these like, James Galway I think is Irish, but most of like the famous French players that are famous flute players that you hear of are French. But right now my flute hero is Jeremy Steig. He's a jazz flute player.
Okay.
He's amazing. In my opinion, he blows Ian Anderson out of the water.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. So he's got recordings and stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Huh. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know much about flute world. That's interesting. My wife played flute in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of play a little bit, but then eventually kind of not playing flute that much, but
yeah.
that's cool. I guess it happens.
Yeah.
What were your high school? You were playing flute in school.
Mm-hmm.
Was that cool? Like marching band and stuff?
Yeah, it was fine.
It's like whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially, I don't know. I don't want to diss Portland, but especially here, it was whatever.
Oh, boy. Yeah. No, I hear you.
Just for someone who wants to go out into the music field, who's like an aspiring musician, just
sure.
Being from a small town's kind of hard.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I grew up in Wallingford, same kind of town, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a lot of opportunities,
right.
I guess. All right. So, let me, we talked about questions. I don't want to jump right into the crazy ones because this will be the shortest interview ever. Well, so there's this because I hear you practicing around. Is there anything specific that you're working on right now, and do you still practice?
I try and practice every day, but it doesn't really happen.
Sure.
So what I'm working on now is trying to improvise, because as a classically trained musician, I have learned how to read music and not just play off the top of my head,
sure.
which is nearly impossible for me. So I have this book that has all these different scales and arpeggios and like different modes and stuff, just trying to get that in my brain so I can improvise. I'm also working on the what's it called? Jethro Tull, Cross-Eyed Mary.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of Jethro Tull. I totally believe they have a song called that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cross-Eyed Mary. It has a great flute solo, which I'm trying to learn.
Okay.
And then I just like some random classical pieces that, I've from my past that I enjoy. So I just kind of pick up and read through those, but
yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, as mostly a rock musician, I think for most people that are mostly just into rock music, it's like Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull. That's the only thing we can think of. The only flute player. So in your opinion, because I wouldn't know, it sounds good to me. Like, is he a big deal?
Yeah. I mean,
he's a really good player.
Yeah. As far, I've never heard him play classical stuff,
sure.
but for someone like me who's never like plays rock or improvises, someone that can do that on the flute is pretty good.
So what in your opinion, this is a crazy question, but in your opinion, especially in his case, what makes someone a good flute player? Like his pitch?
Yeah, the tone.
Okay.
Yeah, the tone, definitely. The flute is a very virtuosic. I don't know if that's a real word.
Yeah.
Virtuosic
yeah,
instrument.
I think that's the word.
So playing, very fast, going, jumping octaves, stuff like that,
Okay.
is pretty good. Also, he does a lot of contemporary techniques, which are kind of, he'll hum while he plays, and it creates this like buzzing effect.
Yeah.
A lot of like tongue clicks and key slaps, stuff like that.
Okay. And that's not in the classical idiom?
It is not at all.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So that he didn't invent that stuff,
I don't
did he?
think so.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So that's just something eventually, if you play flute a lot and you're just kind of winging it,
Yeah.
start to make gnarly noises.
It was part of my like lessons in college. My flute professor was really into contemporary music, so I did learn a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
It's tricky to do, so anyone that can do it, I
interesting.
look up to them. Yeah.
When is there a cutoff? When does classical become contemporary? Is there like an?
Oh God.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm asking you like you
Yeah.
invented the flute. But yeah, like you say, like at some point, those contemporary techniques must have entered the curriculum. Interesting. We'll have to.
Yeah, it's weird because like
that
you can
it becomes part of the,
right, because I mean you could write like a flute piece right now that's modern and contemporary because it was written today, but it might not include contemporary techniques. So I don't know if that would be in like what world that's considered.
So they have to create notation. They have to create.
Yeah, it's really weird notation.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So all right. Props to Ian Anderson, I guess.
Yeah, and Jeremy Steig.
Okay, I don't know who that is. Who's that?
Hey, the jazz flutist that I
I'm
mentioned.
sorry.
No, it's okay. The I don't know if you know the Beach Boy. Oh my God, Beach Boys. Beastie Boys.
Sure.
Sure Shot.
Yep.
Got the little flute intro.
Yep.
That's him.
Oh, that's
It's a
funny.
sample from his song "Howlin' for Judy."
Oh wow,
Yep.
I didn't know. That's funny. I
Mhm.
didn't know that. Yeah, my wife used to play that on flute. I thought that was impressive. She's like, I figured this out.
Yeah.
Oh, small
So she
world.
was playing jazz and she probably didn't know it.
Yeah. That's cool. That's pretty awesome. That's cool. So the other questions, what are you listening to? See, I always assume that people are music freaks like I am, and I realize not everybody is. Are you a music listening freak?
Yeah, I go through phases of, sometimes not wanting to listen to music at all. I don't know why. And then other times there's like not enough music for me to listen to.
Sure.
Let's see. Right now. So first I want to say my all-time favorite album.
I didn't ask.
Oh, okay. All right.
Ask. I just asked. Let's do that. Do that first.
Okay.
All-time favorite album.
Okay.
See, she's ready. She's listening to the
listening.
podcast. I know. That's fine. That's perfect. Hit it.
Help by the Beatles.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow. All-time favorite album.
All-time favorite album.
Why? Because it has flute on Hide Your Love Away.
Yeah.
No. Sorry. I'm sorry. Why?
I've Just Seen a Face.
Yeah.
You Like Me Too Much.
Nice.
Yep.
George.
Ticket to Ride. Yeah, George is my favorite Beatle.
Nice.
Mhm.
Mine too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Also that album has been part of my. It's like the oldest album I can remember listening to. My dad was a huge Beatles fan. My brother is a Beatles freak, probably on the same level as you.
Oh wow. Cool. We got to get him on here.
Yeah,
we got to get him up here.
Yeah. He's in a band with Brendan Toller.
Oh wow. Oh, that's great.
Dust Hat. You should
sure.
You should have the four of them on here. They're a good time.
Yeah. That's great. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Help by the Beatles. Let's see. What I'm listening to now, one of my favorite bands is called Of Montreal, which you already spoke about
Yep.
a while ago. Joanna Newsom.
I don't know her.
She is a harp player.
Wow.
Yeah, she has the most unique voice I've ever heard. Her lyrics are like poetry.
Wow.
So when I heard it, it's just like a breath of fresh air. It's not like pop music.
Yeah. So she's making records now.
Not right now.
Okay.
She had a baby a couple years ago.
Okay.
So she's been
Yeah,
taking
that'll
some
ruin
time off.
everything.
Yeah,
That'll
yeah,
ruin
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see me with babies. So,
No.
yeah.
I've seen her a couple of times in concert.
Oh, wow.
She's amazing. Yeah.
That's cool. Where's she from?
She's from California.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I'll have to
believe.
check that out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Help. What else is on? All right. I've just seen a face. Ticket to Ride. You Like Me Too Much. The Night Before.
Yep. Yesterday.
Yeah.
Dizzy Miss Lizzy.
Yeah.
Which is the only thing I don't like about that album.
Sure.
I know the Beatles didn't write it.
Right.
But it should just end at Yesterday. That's the perfect ending
I
to
got
that
you.
album.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Help. Interesting.
Yep.
Are you into the flick? The movie?
Yeah, I've seen that. The last time I saw it, I was probably 10 years old, but I think
Yeah,
I've
right.
seen it like 20 times.
Yeah, that's
that
cool.
and the Hard Day's Night movie as well.
Sure. Beautiful. Wow, that's funny. Yeah, help. All right, I'll have to get back into it. That's one that I know, but I skip over. See, I'm already slipping into Beatle nerd.
Yeah.
But Rubber Soul and
Yep.
Help are the same, and depending on which version you get, the UK or the US version, do you know, like the American version of Rubber Soul starts with I've Just Seen a Face. The songs are mixed up.
I know of that, but I didn't know that fact in particular.
Yeah.
Like I know there's the UK version, the US version. But.
Yeah. So I grew up listening to the US version of Rubber Soul, so I associate I've Just Seen a Face with Rubber Soul.
Rubber Soul.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of screwy.
Yeah. I like when I was a kid, all of the early Beatles stuff I loved, but then I would listen to like Magical Mystery Tour and like Yellow Submarine and the White Album, and I was like, as a 10-year-old, I'm like, what the heck is this?
It's too bizarre.
It's way too bizarre. But then
Yeah.
I got older and I love every single Beatles album, but
Wow.
yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's kind of wild. All right. Well, you know what? All right. Are you ready?
I
You have
think
this
so.
ready? You got
Yeah.
this ready?
I've had time to
See,
think
this
about the
isn't
answers.
fair in a way.
I know, because Dan didn't have any. He was put on the spot, and
I
then
gotta
so I've had 2 weeks to think about.
All right, I
these
got to
answers.
switch my questions. All right, this is the last time I'm going to use these questions. All right. You know, if anybody listening, they know the deal. Because I don't know why. Talking about music is fun. But in my own personal experience, I listen to podcasts and I'm like I want to hear other questions that are completely off topic to hear people talk about.
Mhm.
So one of my things is, if you had to only eat one type of food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Meaning, generally,
Okay.
Italian, this, that. What would it be?
It would probably be sugar.
Oh, just sugar.
Well, yeah, just
Oh,
straight
nice.
sugar.
Oh, good. That's cool. It's
Yeah.
a food group, right?
Yeah, it is.
Like granulated out of a bag?
Yeah. Well, confectionery sugar in particular.
Ooh.
Yeah. Just you can inhale it.
You know
and
that
eat it.
that's not good for you, right?
I know.
Sugarholic. Wow.
I know. Yeah. Ice cream, candy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
You always been like that?
Yeah. Horrible.
You
sweet
plan
tooth.
on being a diabetic later in
Yeah.
life? Okay.
I've already
All right.
prepared myself. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. That's interesting. So that's it. Sugar,
Yeah.
which can be had anywhere.
Yeah.
You just ask for sugar.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that narrows it down. So not like pizza, just sugar.
Just sugar. Yeah.
Wow.
Anything that's sweet.
How long's it been since you last had sugar?
Yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're not like on it, because I get on it. Like I realize, cause I say that I don't eat a lot of sugar. I probably eat more sugar than I think, but like I don't. This is what happens when you get old, like me. If I had candy, 12 minutes later, I'm ready for a nap.
Yeah.
Because does that happen?
Yeah. I've been pretty
It
good
gets
lately.
worse.
Yeah, it does. I try to. I mean, I know how bad it is for you, so I try and stay off of it. But like the other night, since it's Easter season, Easter candy's everywhere, and I can't stop. I ate some chocolate, which I hadn't eaten in a couple of days, and I got really hyper. But yeah.
No, because I just, for me, I'm either off, or once you start, you go, oh, I'll have a couple jelly beans.
Yeah.
Then 4 minutes later, you're looking for jelly beans, and then you just realize I've been going for 4 hours now,
Yeah.
just looking for the next sugar hit.
It's addictive. It's like I think my my doctor actually told me that it has the same effect on your brain as like cocaine or something.
Sure.
Yeah, which I believe.
I would not be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might want to take care of that.
Yeah.
None of my business.
Yeah.
Wow, sugar. Huh. All right. Are
Well,
you
yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, no, I hear you. No, that's interesting. Yeah, whatever. This is this completely stupid conversation. You probably are past this. But me, if I eat sugar like that, I get a canker sore immediately.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Sugar makes my stomach hurt. If I
Yeah.
eat sugar like that, I get a stomach ache.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think that
Stupid.
happens to me when I don't eat sugar. It's like the opposite.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, you might have crossed over to the wrong side. Interesting. All right. You ready?
Yep.
Horoscope. Do you care?
I
Astrology.
could not care any less
Oh,
than
good.
I already do.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way.
Yeah. I mean, I know I'm a Virgo.
Okay.
And
I don't even know what is that.
That's September.
Okay.
Well, it's like a crossover of like the end of August through September.
What
creature?
Yeah, I don't even know.
It's like a goddess or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Better than a crab.
Yeah.
You know,
like a goat or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I've read like what a Virgo is. The only thing I agree with astrology is what the characteristics of a Virgo are, because for some creepy reason it like describes me perfectly. But other than like Mercury being in retrograde and
I don't even understand.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that all is. I just figured, it's a wacky question to spur some sort of conversation.
That's fine. It's a fun question.
I guess. All right. Well, you know what? Let me just make sure we didn't leave anything out. My questions that are still here. Oh no, we're not going to do what number am I thinking of? That was stupid. No, I think. Oh, all right. Well, no. So you teach here.
I do. I teach flute.
Nice.
Yep.
And you've been doing that a while here.
Yeah. Like I said, right after high school, Dave was just like, "Hey, I have a student for you."
Oh, great.
And then it's just kind of been off and on since then. And then I was living in New York a couple years ago, and then Dave found out I was moving back, and then he was like, "Hey, why don't you come back and teach and work at the desk?"
Cool.
Be the secretary.
What do you like the most about teaching?
Do
you like it? Uh-oh. You're waiting too long?
No, I enjoy it. I like the excitement. I like teaching the younger kids. Because they're just so eager to play.
Yeah.
Sometimes when they get older, they just kind of don't care. Not every student, but
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That's cool. So do you have a particular, I know it's another stupid, crazy question because not everybody's weird like me, but do you have a teaching philosophy or something that you would like to at least any of your students to leave with? Like, what do you hope to inspire in your students?
I guess that the flute isn't or shouldn't be like a stuck up instrument.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like I tell people I play the flute and they're like, "Oh, you're like a stuck up classical musician."
Yeah.
So I don't want kids to feel that they have to play classical music and they have to practice scales and all this other stuff. So I try and like incorporate both like both worlds, like okay, we'll play whatever song you want to learn, pop song or whatever, but you should also practice your scales and arpeggios and that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Because it's important, but
trying to remove a little bit of the flute stigma.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep. That's cool. Oh, Dave Kuzminski's here. Act normal. Act like he's not taking pictures. All right, we're acting normal. Yeah, well, that's cool. That's cool. So did you aspire to be a teacher or just kind of happen?
No, it just kind of happened. I actually aspired to be a Broadway pit musician.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I played in the pit in high school, and I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Wow.
Yeah, but Yeah, I don't know.
So
Then
what's the but So what happened?
I don't know. I just realized I didn't want to do it anymore, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. It's, I would hear stories. It's just the same. You're playing the same show every night, 8 times a week.
Were you doing that in New York?
No. I went to college in New York, in Long Island.
Okay.
Because I wanted to, because that's originally what I wanted to do. So I wanted to be close to the city. But I didn't want to play the same show every night for, 6 months at a time or whatever.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
At the time it did, yeah.
What shows did you play on? Did you work on?
Well, I didn't work on any in college. But in high school, the one that made me want to become a musician was Anything Goes. That's what we did in high school.
Oh.
The Cole Porter musical.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have favorite musicals? I don't know anything about musicals. That's why I ask. I'm just curious.
I'm not like a musical freak, but I like Les Mis. It's got great music. It's a good story. Oklahoma.
Okay.
My Fair Lady. I like all the old ones. I'm not into like the new.
Sure.
I don't know.
Hamilton, you don't care.
I'm probably gonna, get murdered on the street for saying I don't like Hamilton.
Right. But no, you're not gonna get murdered in Portland. You're safe. It's all good. Cool. All right. Well, I mean, I think is this acceptable?
I think
Do you have anything else that you'd like to say?
I'm sorry I wasn't as exciting as Dan was.
I'm telling you that that was the biggest mistake we made. That was a mistake. Starting with Dan.
Starting with Dan.
He makes us all sound like a bunch of just drips, boring people. Because let's be honest, compared to Dan, we all are boring.
Yeah.
Although the boss, look, he's over there laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I think we're good. You want to be good?
Yeah, I'm good.
This was the John Peckman podcast coming to you from Connecticut Valley School of Music and Dance. Beautiful downtown Portland, just over the bridge. Come on over. Say hi. When you come here to say hi at the school, you will meet Sara. And that does it for today, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, you got it. Thank you. Thanks. I appreciate it.